Hi everyone! Welcome to my cooking channel Japanese Food at Home. I'm Chef Reina from Japan. This time, I'm gonna show you how to make Japanese savory egg custard, aka chawanmushi. As chawan indicates teacups and mushi implies steaming methods in Japanese, chawanmushi is made by pouring egg custard mixture into Japanese teacups and steaming them. The egg custard contains a lot of dashi in it, resulting in an incredibly fluffy and juicy texture. For today, we're gonna serve the dish with a flavorful starchy sauce using mushrooms, which are now in season. Alright then, let's go through the ingredient list. For the egg custard mixture, you need eggs, water, and shirodashi. If you're not familiar with shirodashi, please refer to my earlier video on Japanese rolled omelette. For the starchy mushroom sauce, I'm gonna use shiitake mushrooms and enoki mushrooms. But if those are not available to you, go ahead and use your choice of mushrooms in the same way. Besides the mushrooms, you need water, shirodashi, salt, and yuzu marmalade. Yuzu is a type of citrus that is very popular among Asian countries. Yuzu marmalade products are sold under the name of yuzu cha in Japan and yuja tea in English-speaking countries, as yuzu is called yuja in Korea. The mixture of potato starch and water is to thicken the sauce. You just need to combine each tablespoon of potato starch and water to prepare it. Also, we're gonna add chicken thigh seasoned with salt and sake to the egg custard and top it with snow peas. So now, let's start by preparing the chicken thigh. These are already cut into 2 cm pieces. If you want to know the proper prep of chicken thighs, such as what you should do before cutting, please check out my earlier video on Japanese fried chicken karaage, the link of which is in the video description column below. Okay then, sprinkle a bit of salt and sake over the chicken and toast them together. Set aside for a while. Next, let's work on the snow peas. These were already boiled in salted water, chilled in an ice bath, and pat-dried with a paper towel. If you want to know how to do that, please refer to my earlier video on chikuzenri. The link is below as well. Lay the pods on a cutting board and shred them into julienne strips. Since the green color tends to fade away at tepid temperatures, stick the snow peas in the fridge until ready to use. Next, prepare the mushrooms. For the shiitake mushrooms, separate them into caps and stems first. After that, slice the caps. As for the stems, cut off the woody part at the bottom, then cut the remainder into thin strips. As you may already know, the stems are a bit harder and because of that, they are sometimes discarded, but they can be comfortable to eat this way. As for the enoki mushrooms, cut off the woody part at the bottom, then half the length. The stems of the bottom half are stuck together, so tear them lengthwise by hand. So now, let's make the egg custard mixture. In a mixing bowl, beat the eggs sufficiently using chopsticks. You want to break the jelly-like parts of egg whites as finely as you can. When you try to hold up the beaten egg with the chopsticks and no egg white chunks are hanging on, it's ready to go. Pour in the water and shirodashi. Then mix well. To give the final product a silky smooth texture, you should sieve the mixture with a strainer. At this point, you may want to pour the mixture into a pitcher or a large measuring cup so you'll be able to easily divide the mixture into teacups later in the process. As you can see, the remaining jelly-like stuff and the white string-like stuff are removed by the strainer. Before pouring the mixture into teacups, let's prepare steamers. For those who don't have any steamers, I'm going to show you how to prepare substitute in 2 ways. In method A, pour some water into a large pot and place a flour sifter upside down. By the way, when a pot is filled with steam, water droplets form on the back of the lid, right? After a while, they can drop into the teacups while steaming, so you should cover the lid with a towel to prevent the droplets from falling. Place the lid on the towel and gather the 4 corners of the towel above the lid and tie with a rubber band so they won't burn on the cooktop. Put the lid on the pot and turn on the heat. Bring the water to a boil and fill the inside with steam. In method B, lay a wet towel in a large frying pan and pour in some water. Put on a lid that is covered with a towel in the same way and turn on the heat. While filling the pot and frying pan with steam, put the ingredients in the teacups. Line a small sheet pan with a paper towel. Then spread the chicken over. And remove the excess moisture. Divide the chicken into 4 portions on the sheet pan. And transfer each portion into a teacup. Following that, pour in the egg custard mixture. The components can separate over time, so make sure to stir well just before pouring it into the teacups. If bubbles form on the surface, prick them with the chopsticks to eliminate them. So now it's time to steam. Before you remove the lid, you may want to put on gloves for protection. And be sure to open the lid while letting the steam escape in the opposite direction from you for your safety. Place the teacups on the flour sifter or the wet towel. Cover with the lid and steam over high heat for 2 to 3 minutes until the surface becomes whitish. Can you see the color has changed? Then cover the pot with the lid again and turn the heat to the lowest heat and steam for a further 10 minutes. As for the frying pan method, the boiling water conveys its heat more directly to the teacups, so lower the temperature by pouring in some room temp water. Then bring the lid back on and cook over the lowest heat in the same way until the egg custard is set. In the meantime, let's make the sauce. Put the water, shirodashi, and salt in a saucepan. And bring it to a boil. Next, add the mushrooms. Once the mixture boils again, turn off the heat and stir in the yuzu marmalade. This is the mixture of potato starch and water. Stir well with a spoon and pour in half of it. After it is incorporated, turn on the heat again and let the sauce boil while stirring it constantly. Add the remaining potato starch and water in the same way if needed to adjust the sauce consistency. Congrats, it's done! Before serving, you should check the doneness. This is how. Insert a chopstick or skewer to the center of the egg custard. If clear juice comes out or nothing, it's cooked through. If cloudy juice comes out, it's undercooked, so steam for another 2 minutes. Finally, pour the sauce on top and garnish with the snow peas. Alright, this is how to make Japanese savory egg custard, aka chawanmushi. On the screen, I can't tell you enough how the dish is fluffy, juicy, and full of flavors, so I really hope you actually try this recipe. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Have a great day with delicious food. See you next time!